Hello beauty therapists, how are you this morning? If you don't know who I am Kathleen, and yeah, I love to jump in here into the group and share educational topics. That is my commitment to you. I made a promise I'm going to jump in here as often as possible and just share the things that I have learned. So I'm here this morning, I'm just opening up my clinic, and this topic just kind of sparked my brain and I wanted to pass it on because I think it was very valuable for me in my business journey and as a new beauty therapist and how I kind of got to where I am. So, are you a new beauty therapist and you have dreams perhaps? You've just started in the industry, or perhaps you're even studying and you're thinking to yourself, I would love to have a business one day. That is my goal, is to have my own practice, my own salon or clinic where you do it from home, or you have a business, whatever you like. Maybe that's your vision, and that's amazing, and I say all the power to you. I felt like I had that vision when I first started. I didn't know how I would make it happen, but hey, we're here. So my first tip for you is to not rush this process. Now, I say this because imagine if I did my schooling, my beauty school, and if I went out into the industry and decided to start my business straight away, what I would have created would be hugely different to what it is now. My business is shaped on my experiences, and if I was to just go out and decide to start a business, it would have been founded on those skills that I was the best at and the skills that perhaps I thought made the most money or I enjoyed. And to be honest, looking back, I don't think I would be successful in business as I am now. Because when you're first starting in the industry, you don't know what you love doing enough to be able to have that foresight, right? So I loved massage, and I still do, but I also love doing manicures and pedicures, and I didn't really love skin. I didn't mind it, but I wasn't convinced of the whole thing. So imagine if I just started a business like that, I would have had no skills in rebooking clients, because I really didn't. I didn't really have much knowledge on retailing. I didn't know what targets were, and I didn't know what it was like to have a loyal client base and build a client base up over time. These are all skills I hadn't learned. And today, what I actually have is a skin dominated business where I take people through skin transformation journeys. I get them amazing results with acne and other rosacea, other skin conditions. So there you have it. My experience with skin really started, my interest, I should say, for skin really started after I started working in different businesses, getting the opportunity to have a little play and a little feel. It's kind of like when we're in high school and we have to go out to work experience, and it's like, oh, I gotta work for free. But the thing is, that's an opportunity to immerse yourself into an industry you don't know and to play and see what you love. And the thing is, you might love something now, and I still do. I love massage. I have a diploma of remedial massage and I've undertaken extra study, but we're about 5 years into the industry, and guess who? I love massage, but I really don't want to do more than 6 a week. Honestly, I love it, but only in moderation. So imagine if I turned my whole business model around this. I would have really limited my success. So my next tip for you, that's the first tip, just really get into the industry, immerse yourself, go into it in a low risk situation, work for someone else, gain skills, gain sales skills. That's so important. Go work for a company like Indota. They have great trainings on this, and learn what it's like to experience getting regular clients in, because it's one thing to know it in your mind, but then it's another thing to actually experience it and form those relationships. And you need that experience to be able to get better at talking and sharing and connecting. So my biggest tip for you, the number one tip, and I've got more to come, is to get a job, get get some practice, find your niche, find exactly what you love, specialize in it, and then go out by yourself. So just have a little taste of everything. So my next tip here, and this really helped me as well, was to actually learn social media. Now, you can do courses, you can get business coaches, you can do all sorts of things for sure. But the one thing that I find now I look back was so valuable was actually just starting a page where, so I started this when I was in TAFE, and I just started a page and I started sharing my experiences as a beauty therapist, going, oh, I've trained in this, I'm doing this now, la la la. And you know what, my social media sucked. I didn't know what to say, and my photos were crappy. The things I was saying weren't really getting attention, and it wasn't about that, it was about sharing. But what I found through that experience, even though it wasn't a business, it was an experience of me learning how to just really talk on these platforms and to gain experience in the whole realm of social media. My business now runs completely off of social media. That's where all my clients come from. I probably only get about 10% coming from it's becoming more and more now referrals and word of mouth, and through my skincare company that I work with individuals. So that number's going up, but at the start it was just social media, and that was such important experience for me. You know, a lot of my posts sucked. A lot of the things and the way I would write kind of sucked. And over time I got better, and I did this for about 3, almost 4 years before I actually started my business. So when I went to go launch my business, I had all these skills that I learned in graphic design, creating posts, communicating on groups, running a group. This is why one of the reasons why I started this group. It was like, oh, I just want to connect with other people. So I learned all these skills just by creating like an online portfolio, you could say. It's kind of like a diary of my experiences. So that was invaluable, and those skills, honestly, I rely on them today, and I've really developed more and more and learned more and more in that realm. And hello if you're watching, I can't see who is there, so good morning. So they're my 2 top tips, and honestly, if you're just wanting to start a business and you're a new beauty therapist, they're the 2 main things. But my next thing would be, if you want to start now, just start grabbing little bits and pieces here and there. So what I mean by this is, if you have a vision and you really, maybe you want an at-home clinic eventually, or salon, whatever, start picking up little bits and pieces. So when you eventually go to start your business, it's not a huge outlay of, oh no, it's going to be a $10,000 fit out to get my clinic up and running. It's like, no, I've been collecting bits and pieces over time, and then you can start your business, because you don't want to invest a lot into your business. You don't know if it's going to work. You should believe in yourself and believe it's going to work, of course, but you don't know. So you don't want to just be getting a loan or a credit card and spending all this money. What I suggest is get little bits and pieces, and as well, start to look around in your area. If you want a home salon, and just start to do a little bit of research. You don't want to be competitive on prices and things like that, but just do a bit of research on like what's in the area, and just start to have a little bit of forethought about it. Those are my main tips. The first one is the most important. The second one, not essential, but is going to help you a lot. And the third one, just start picking up little bits and pieces. Save your pennies. That's a really good point. Some strange noises in the background. And yeah, just start to do a little bit of market research, because the market research you do now is it's going to help you when you go later to make your decision. Oh, and bonus tip, start learning about business, start learning about sales, start learning about marketing, start learning about anything around that realm, because that is going to push the needle forward. It's going to be essential. Just going to let you know. Oh, and finances, learn how to sort your money as well. They're all essentials to starting a business. So I hope this was helpful. Have a wonderful, wonderful morning, and yeah, let me know. Are you wanting to start your own business in the future? Pop it down below. Maybe I could help. Maybe I could refer you onto someone that could help even better. Whatever it is, just say hi. I love to connect with you. All right. Thank you so much, and we'll speak soon. Bye.